Hello everyone and welcome to this introduction to machine learning. My name is Ben Manning and today we're going to unravel the hidden stories and knowledge in data. Now this is not a formal exercise and this is really not a formal video. I'm treating this video just like you and I are sitting in a room together, whether it's a classroom or a virtual classroom or we're on the phone together and we're just hanging out in a relaxed conversation. So I'm not following a script or anything like that in this particular video. You may hear me goof up from time to time, but again, this is meant to be conversational. So who's this exercise for? It's really for someone that's brand new to machine learning. I normally call this exercise a day zero sort of intro to machine learning. So, well, if it's day zero, Ben, what will I actually be able to do after I work through this? Well, actually quite a lot. We're going to start out with one of the most difficult things to do in machine learning, and that's actually applying it to a problem. We're going to talk about defining and deconstructing a business problem, so you'll know how to use real world machine learning skills. We're going to turn that business problem into inputs and outputs so we can actually map it to a machine learning problem. Then we're going to get into recognizing and defining supervised learning, which is sort of the basic first type of machine learning that you generally learn. Then we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of things, and we're going to gain knowledge about the data and problem using Python and Jupyter Notebook and a few other mainstream Python modules. We're going to do some supervised machine learning and demonstrate modeling. And then the second piece of this that's actually really difficult to do as well, we're going to assess those findings and get you ready to present them to a stakeholder. If you can't properly define and deconstruct a business problem, and you can't properly assess what you found after using a machine learning algorithm, none of these other things matter. So I always call the first and the last objective in that list really the bookends. Those are extremely important. We're going to talk a lot about those today. So what do I need to know? What do you need to know prior to doing this work? So we are going to be using Python to do this work. So if you don't already know Python, you don't have to know it extensively or at an expert level. Just be able to do some, all the way up to maybe, writing functions and things of that nature, lists, basic data types, data structures. If you know that kind of stuff in Python, you're good to go. You'll be fine for this exercise. If you've never used Python, you don't have any experience with it whatsoever, or at least another programming language, I have a link here to a pre-work exercise I'd ask you to go out and do. You can dive into this, and it will start you at the very beginning with Jupyter Notebook and Google Colab and walk you through the basics of what you need to use Python for data science, or in this case, machine learning. We go all the way through libraries and modules at the very beginning, teach you how to import some of those, go all the way through data types and data structures and into functions. And that'll be more than enough to get you through this particular exercise. So again, there's a link there. Be sure to go out and work that first if you don't know exactly the mechanics of Python, or at least another type of language.